Hi, Taurus. This is your reading for the time period of March 1st to March 31st, 2020. So it'll be your March monthly reading. Okay. I hope that everybody has been doing okay. I know that a lot has been occurring in the environment and the news and the presidential debates, etc. Okay. So I don't know if that directly impacts you, if you take the whatever you do for yourself to take care of your body, mind, and soul during this time. I wish you well. Okay, so let's see what energies are coming through for you for March. Oh, also, new update for my Keys to Akasha section. I did get a request to cover Josie Harris's case. Okay, so please feel free to view that case for information if you have not done so. It's not mandatory that you view the video, but please do so on your own time if you'd like. Okay, if you do have inquiries about Keys to Akasha cases, please feel free to email me at ifadivination777@gmail.com, or you can send me a direct message to my IG at AmaniAFA777. All right, so let's see what's going on with you. I'm actually getting that phrase when they say typically it would be a Christian phase. You're talking Christian theology, where people say where a person says Most High. Usually, when people say Most High, they're referencing God. They're referencing the energetic field of God, and the energetic field of God will be universal powers surrounding the four corners or the four hemispheres of this planet, pretty much. Okay, if you're talking about metaphysics, etc., the most high, it can mean that, it can mean absolutely anything. However that phrase resonates with you, could be the most high, meaning the most high God, or the most high. Somebody literally could be high, however you want to look at that connotation. It could be God, it could be in reference to God, or it could be literally somebody you could be with your friends, and your friends are trying to differentiate who's higher than the other. I don't know, however you want to look at that, but let's see what's going on here. So I'm working really hard to keep these videos under an hour. I did really well with the Scorpio reading. It was just a few minutes got cut off in the sense of the Scorpio reading, because I managed to get that just a little bit below an hour, or under an hour. All right. So the sign of Aquarius is underneath. Where are they? So the sign of Aquarius, you could be looking for this person. This energy could be someone that you live with, but knows where something is. Or it's interesting, they know where something is, or they know where, I get what happened to someone. Also, they know where someone, it can be a variety of questions that are coming through here in terms of interpretation. They know where something is. That's one. They know what happened to someone, or they know where someone is, etc. So that could be your thought process, meaning that if you're looking for this person, a Sag is. If you're looking for this person, or a Sag may be looking for this person, then you have the answers into this energy, or you know where they are, you know what they're doing, or they're MIA, and you just know why they're MIA. They're MIA all the time, or they're MIA, but you know why they're MIA. But has secretive information. So when I hit that, they have secretive. I hit government. They have secretive information on something that's going on in the government, or some type of governmental construct they belong to, some type of governmental construct the Aquarian energy belongs to. So for example, they could be CIA, they could be someone that works for CIA, they could be FBI, but has friends that work in that field. So when I hit that, they'd have friends that work in that field. So they could be that, or they just have friends that work in that field. They may work I get a government official. They could be a governmental official, or they may know okay, they could be a government official, or they work for a government official, but that's why they work from home, or that's why they're not somewhere. They work from home, or that's why they're not somewhere, but they've been having secretive meetings, or they've been in what do you call it? They have been having conversations with. I keep getting this idea of government, like someone that works in the government, someone that works in like a high court, legislation. They have a friend. They have a friend that works in that area. So if they've been disappearing from the workplace or the home, that is where they are. They're interacting with an FBI agent. They can have a friend that works in that field. They could be that, or they could, or a cop, or they have some type of relationship with police, NYPD, whatever PD, LAPD, ATL, whatever. Some type. I'm just giving examples of the type of relation that they may have to someone that works in that field, or they may work in that field. It just depends on what's happening. But the idea of, I was gonna speculation. So when I ran through all of that, your speculate for years. You may have had some kind of speculation about this person that I feel like it's a dude. It could be female. He or she, they're kind of, I get elite. He or she, they're kind of giving me these vibes that maybe they're elite, or maybe they have a friend that is elite, somebody that's a mason or a grand mason. They may have those kind of connections. Government, they have masons, they have those, that this energy is that one, this energy is that, or they just have those kind of connections, and that could be you looking for them. Don't know that you looking for them all the time, or a Sag oblivious to that. A Sag may be oblivious to this person having that kind of connection for years, or it just depends on what's going on. So it's cops, it's FBI, it's CIA, it's governmental officials, it's some, I had a congressman, something is also going on with them, and they could be a congressman, or they could be they interact with a congressman, or they're friends with people that work in government, or the federal government. They have people, they know people that work in that they're in that line of work, or they themselves could be in that line of work, and you didn't know that for years, or however long you've known them, you didn't, something about them, they have that tie for some reason, or they could have just had, if it's not that necessarily, they could have just had that kind of, they could have had a run-in with law enforcement. They could have just had a run-in with law enforcement. And that could be some hiding from Sag. That could also be why they're hiding from a Sag. They had some type of run-in with law enforcement. And that could be something that you don't know, if they had that kind of run-in with law enforcement, or they just know someone that works in law enforcement. Okay, your starting point has the Two of Pentacles energy, so this is your energy and that of other earth sign energies here. But I need money, so the Two of Pentacles energy is I need money. That could be why you're looking for the Aquarian, but that's where they went. You're looking for the Aquarian. That's where the Aquarian energy went. They went. I keep getting this idea of government. Law enforcement, or some type of like a congressman, something going on with legislation, etc. They can access. When I hit that, something's also going on there with being able to access a particular file. And that could be the kind of connection that the Aquarian energy has in terms of funds, etc. But I also get student loans. So someone may have access to, I don't know if the Aquarian energy has that kind of access into your student, but ask them to have, you may have access, that could be why you're looking for them. You may be trying to figure out a way to ask them how to fix student loans, or how to fix student loans, or how to access something, a refund, how to access like what do you call it, how to access a tax refund early, or how to access because typically, I'll give you a perfect example, because typically with tax refund money, sometimes it takes about 2 or 3 weeks for the tax information to process, etc. So they know, the Aquarian energy may know how to access that information early, because if they do have a connection, it could just be like a regular workplace where their job may be just to put in people's information, or to organize people's files, pretty much put put people's documents together in the workplace, etc. That could be the Aquarian energy's designated responsibility. It could also be yours, but I get this idea that they have, but that could be how they access a file. if they have that kind of leeway in a business or in a business deal or in a workplace, that could be how they access your files, or that could be how the other people, that could be how they access other people's files. But I get the idea of you needing money. So, but joining with them, you needing money, you may want to join in on some type of work that they do like that. It has something to do with tax file. It has something to do with accessing a tax file or a tax refund earlier than it really is supposed to be accessed. Or something's going on here also with student refund money, and they for some reason, because of their connections, that they have that kind of connection or the kind of job that they have, they can access those files or that information early, and be able to go in and get the amount of money that they need for themselves, or the amount of money that you need for yourself. Just depends. But didn't know they did that kind of work. So the Two of Pentacles, you didn't know the Aquarian energy had that kind of access. You didn't know that they did that kind of work. Just depends on what's going on. But I get this idea of, if they do that, then something's going on where you may want the ends. You may want to know how to access a file. You may want to learn how to access your own file, how to access files, period. And it could just be for your own financial need. It could be for your own financial need. That could be something that they do on their own. It's for their own financial need, etc. You're trying to find them, so that they're well versed in how to access that money. They're well versed into how to access that information. They know how to do that more than anybody else in the workplace or in the business deal. So it's good to us to get apologize. You may have been in a situation where you may have been rude to them. I don't know, were you not nice to them, whatever it is, and there's a need, or vice versa, there's a need to apologize to them, because what's happening is that they know how to help you access money that you can't get to. They know how to help you access money that you can't get to, or some kind of file that you want to alter. They have access to. It just depends on what's going on. Or it's an account. It could also be an account, and it's financial. It's a Two of Pentacles. So anything going on with finances, and them helping you access money and access files and refunds and things of that nature. Student aid refunds, tax refunds. Somebody has access. Somebody has a really good government connection, or they have somebody that just knows somebody that does that line of work, and can help you access those funds early. Help you access something, some type of file, whatever it is, vice versa. What you're waiting on is the King of Cups energy. So King of Cups energy could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio elements that are males, but they have money. Like they may have money, or I had a portion of. They may have a portion of. I don't know if this is They may have a portion of your money, but using Aquarian, they may have a portion of your money. And that could be where you need to use an Aquarian energy, because the King of Cups energy has information for a while. They've had some type of information for a while. So it could be bank information. It could be, It could be information about a file. It could be in school. It could be information about a file. Somebody's file, your file, somebody's file inside of a school or in a workplace. But they know how to access. They do know how to access, but prefer Aquarian. So the King of Cups energy, they know how to access, they know how to access that file or access that money. But the Two of Pentacles, you prefer the Aquarian, more well versed. You prefer the Aquarian because the Aquarian energy may be more well versed in how to access a file, or how to access an account or information, etc. in a workplace or a business deal. But I also get at home. So they may know how to do the Aquarian energy may know how to do that at home, like on their own computer. They may know how to do that, but scared to ask. They may know how to do that, but the King of Cups energy may have told, the King of Cups energy in the waiting position may have told you that the Aquarian energy knows how to access. I keep getting access file. The King of Cups energy told you that the Aquarian energy knows how to access some kind of file. So what's happening with that is that you are, one element about this is that you may be nervous but see them on the computer all the time. You may be nervous to ask the Aquarian energy energy for help for that, but you see them on the computer all the time. You see them access some type of file all the time. You see them what do you call it? You see them log in to, I keep getting government. You see them log into, somebody may have, what do you call it? Somebody may have, that's why I said secretive and from the beginning, and some type of secretive access, like, I don't know, like dark net or something. I don't know, some citizens, whatever it is, that they have that kind of governmental act. They have governmental access, but has a key, like a, what do you call those things? Like a key card, or like some type of ID, you know, those IDs that they wear, investigators wear, like IDs, and the chain, what do you call those, I forgot what they're called, like the name tag thing that people wear around their neck with the password and the codes and the barcodes on it. They may have that on them, but then there's another element about this here where they have some type of secretive governmental access, or they just have a secret code, or like a I did say like a key card, some type of key card that account, some type of key card also that they have, that they can access some type of account in a workplace at home or in a business deal. But you're afraid to ask them, but you consider them. The King of Cups energy wants you to work with them. The King of Cups energy wants you to ask them for that kind of help, but you're saying that you would prefer the Aquarian energy help you get that kind of access into an account. I keep it in student into a student account. And I see what's happening here. This could be, I get taking leave from school, or just being off from school. I know a lot of schools, colleges and universities, they may be taking off, but want to alter grades. So if you're in school and taking a master's class or a PhD, trying to get a doctorate or whatever it is, a bachelor's degree, master's, whatever it is, that if that's something that you're studying towards, I keep getting this idea of wanting to fix a grade, or wanting to fix a grade, or wanting to or change a grade, or change GPA, alter GPA. Not supposed to do that. When I hit that, you're not supposed to do that. Then something's also going on here with taxes, like school tax, student loan taxes, or what's another situation? Student loan taxes, or something's going on with a student loan refund. They know how to access. So the Aquarian or the King of Cups energy, they both know how to access it, but the Aquarian energy is better in accessing that. But what's happening, something about you're not supposed to have access. Something about that you're not supposed to have access to. But the Aquarian and the King of Cups or the King of Cups energy has access to that. Why do you want to change your grade? So when I'm looking at the King of Cups energy, they could be asking you, why do you want to change your grade? Why do you want a student aid refund? Why do you want a student aid refund so early? Why don't you want June? Why don't you want to wait till June to get that? So, somebody may be thinking you don't manage money well. Someone may be thinking also that you don't manage money well. Do you not manage money well? Or that's the King of Cups energy, that may be their secretive thought, or the Aquarian energy's secretive thought. Whatever it is, but they don't. So when I said that, the King of Cups energy may not manage their money well, or they may not have that thought as the Aquarian. It may be the Aquarian energy that has that kind of thought, and that could be why. But prejudge, they could be prejudging you for your actions, the actions that you want to take in order to access some type of file and information, and student refunds and changing grades and GPAs. But a lot of students do that. So when I said that, a lot of students do that. A lot of people do that. A lot of whatever the environment is that this is happening, a lot of students do that. A lot of students do it. A lot of people who work faculty, a lot of people who work in the faculty of a school or college or university, they do that, or they access for their own benefit. That's how they access other students' files. That's how they do that for their own benefit. So that could just be something that or you just want help with. You've seen that happen before. You just want someone to help you with that, so that you could benefit to get access to your own thing before somebody on the faculty gets to it. But that doesn't happen to you. So when I said that may not happen to you, something like that may not happen to you. But the King of Cups energy may keep a close eye on your interactions that you're having. If it's not only faculty, then it's just boss. And then it could just be something that you've seen a boss do. One of those elements could be a boss. Something that you've seen a boss do. Someone in the workplace do. Someone in the business deal do. And you want Two of Pentacles energy. You want the same kind of access. Why don't they help? So I'm like the King of Cups energy. Why don't they help you? You know, Pisces male, Cancerian energy, that's a male, whatever, Scorpio male. They're well versed, but why can't they help you? But Aquarian sent them. So the Aquarian energy underneath, they sent this person to help you with that. But you deem the Aquarian energy to be more well versed in something that you need to access. For whatever reason, you need to access it. You want to change grades. You want money back also. You want to change grades. You want money back. You want refund check. You want tax return. Whatever it is. But somebody has, so I keep in, something is elite. Something could be elite about the King of Cups, Aquarian, whatever is going on with them, whatever. Something could be elite about them or who they're tied to. But the reason the Spirit emphasized that is because only certain people have access to something here. Only certain people have key, like some type of key card. I was getting key card. Only certain people have key cards and certain passwords and access to files and information. Only certain people have that. Government. That's why I said this energy, the Aquarian energy underneath, having a friend or someone that can do that. And the King of Cups energy could be their friend. That's why I said the Aquarian energy sending this person to do their job. The Aquarian energy sending this person out to cover their work, cover their shift, do their job for them. They could be away. That's why I said from the beginning when I was channeling, they disappear often. The Aquarian energy disappears often. I don't feel like their assistant. I feel the King of Cups energy is like an assistant to them. Watches over things when the Aquarian energy is not around. And that could be why the Aquarian energy sent this person out to help you with what I get nonsense. The Aquarian energy may have sent King of Cups energy to help you, but the Spirit said nonsense. Some element of what you need help with is nonsense. Do you deem some type of help, what the help they need from Aquarian? So the King of Cups may need some type of interest in help from an Aquarian energy also. But something about what they need help with, nonsense. Something about what they need help with also could be an element of nonsense. It just depends on what's going on. It's interesting. The Magician card is here in the present, all right? So make something happen. The Magician card is literally trying to make something happen with King of Cups. They don't want to comply. So the Magician is here because the King of Cups energy does not want to comply with you. You know what I mean? But complains about Aquarian. So the Magician in the present with the King of Cups energy, they complain about an Aquarian energy. Whatever it is that they complain about. That's why I said the Aquarian energy disappearing often for the King of Cups energy to take on their load or take on their take on their load or just do something for them to help you with or not help you with something that they just, but I'm getting this idea of investigations or like investigating. That could be something that the Aquarian energy does, but I get on their off time. So that's something that the Aquarian energy does on their off time. But if they do that on their off time, but doesn't really get paid to do that. So if the Aquarian energy does that on their off time, they don't really get paid to do that. However you want to look at investigating, small investigation or like a major one, they don't really get paid. They do or they do not. They don't really get paid to do that, or they just do that on their off days. But that's what they complain about. So the King of Cups energy, that's what they complain about that the Aquarian energy does. The Aquarian energy, if they're away, they don't do investigations. If they're away, they don't do investigations. You're thinking that they're not investigating into something because they're away. And that could be why in their place. That could be why the King of Cups energy is in their place when they're not in their place. Literally could be in their place, like what they do in the workplace, in a business deal, in a home, and they're standing in their place temporarily when they're not somewhere, or literally like in their place, like they could literally be in their room. Or they go into the King of Cups energy. That's what I'm using them for. The King of Cups energy, you could be using the King of Cups energy to go into somebody's room, like to go into the Aquarian energy's office, their room, their house, but has key. So when I said that, the King of Cups was given a key. The King of Cups energy was given some type of key. So if the Aquarian energy is away, oh my gosh, whatever this is going on here. Oh, it's a lot of information. The Aquarian energy is away, for whatever reason they may be away. They go into their office, they go into their room, but I gave them permission. The King of Cups goes into the Aquarian energy's office, they go into their room, but the Spirit is saying, the Magician card in the center is that you give the King of Cups energy the permission to go into the Aquarian energy's office, their room, their house, their whatever it is that's happening there. But why do you need to go in there? So the King of Cups energy could be asking you, why do you need to go in there? Whatever. Why do you need to go in there? Are you asking this person, why do you need to go in there? Or the Aquarian energy could be on scene, and they could be asking asking aware that they've been in there. The Aquarian energy could be unseen, and they want to know, and they're aware. I get because of a camera. Somehow they're aware that a King of Cups energy went into their office, their room, their house, whatever it is, some type of office and conference room, whatever it is that's really private that the Aquarian, or can even be a computer, whatever it is that they hacked into. When I say computer, they could have hacked into somebody's computer, or they're trying to hack into somebody's computer. And it could, I don't know, is it your fault that this person is doing that to an Aquarian? Is it the Aquarian energy's fault that this person doing that to you? This person, I don't feel like they're helping. I feel like they're more like a helper. I feel like the craziness, I feel like that the going into without permissions, and the hacking, and the keys, and the whatever, I feel like that's happening to the Aquarian energy. But why? So somebody may not understand why that's happening to the Aquarian energy in the way that it's happening. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. But this King of Cups energy, like they're accessing, or somehow they're able to access something that you have privately, or I feel like they're a helper to you. They're able to access something that the Aquarian energy has privately. But what's happening that somebody doesn't know, King of Cups energy doesn't know a surveillance camera, because the King of Cups energy is unaware of a surveillance camera that it has in their room. The Aquarian energy may have like a camera lodged in somewhere that so that they could pick up video and surveillance video of this person going into their room or going into their computer, whatever it is. And that could be something that you need to warn them. That could be something that you need to warn King of Cups. Or that could be something, I also was getting that the Aquarian energy sent them to help you, but they don't. The Aquarian energy may have sent King of Cups energy to help you. I understand what's happening here. I understand. The King of Cups energy, okay, the Aquarian energy could have sent King of Cups energy to help you, but I keep getting this idea of someone being unaware of a camera or some type of surveillance camera, but I get on computer, some type of like camera setting, or something about the computer. The computer is designed to take, somehow it could be like one of those really high-tech computers that they have like I don't know, some of those really expensive $2,000 computers that they have. They could pick up sound while the computer is off. It could still pick up sound and video. They're unaware. So the King of Cups energy may be unaware of that, but I keep getting this idea of why do they need to go into their room? Why do they need to go into their office? Why do you need them to do that? But I was also getting this idea that the Aquarian energy sent them, but this person is just unaware of a camera. That's it. They're unaware of some type of camera, some type of microphone, whatever it is that they're unaware of that is inside of somebody's office, their room, their home, whatever it is that's happening there. The spirit emphasizing it is because if the Aquarian energy sent this, asked them to do something specific, the Aquarian energy could have sent the King of Cups energy to help you do something. They know you're involved. They don't know the Aquarian knows you're involved. They know they do or they do not. But there's also this element if the Aquarian energy is aware that you need some type of help, some type of access, whatever it is, they may have asked and they sent the King of Cups. They may have had a conversation with the King of Cups energy about only limited access, about having only limited access into something, only doing something specific, but they may be doing something extra that they're really not supposed to do. And what they're not supposed to do, how someone is finding out that they're doing something extra that they're not supposed to do is because of a hidden camera that lodged into the side of a computer, or it's by the computer, on top of a computer, inside the computer, whatever it is. Or the computer, I keep getting designed to pick up that. The computer could just be a computer could just be designed to pick up that foot movement and voices and whatever it is. It's just designed to do that. But they may not know that. But they're doing something extra that they're not supposed to do. But for whatever it is that you need or what they need. Whatever. It's really interesting. The Wheel of Fortune energy is in the future there. And your instincts has Pisces. So I did say that they could be a Pisces or just intuition, but locked door. It's intuition card also because some door is locked. Some type of door is locked. Some type of office door is locked. Computer is locked. Something is locked. Because somebody may not lock their door. The Aquarian or the King of Cups energy, someone may not lock their door all the time. Or they may leave it cracked. in some type of setting here, in an office, in a home, whatever it is, they may not sometimes. I'm touching the moon card. They may lock their doors sometimes. Do you lock your doors sometimes? Sometimes you lock it or you don't lock it. They lock it or they lock it. Sometimes they don't lock it or they lock whatever it is. But it's causing a problem. Whatever it is happening. The intuition was gonna do something. The intuition in the moon and the instincts is that you were going to do something. That's the point. The point was to wait for somebody to leave. The point was to wait for use something mystically. So when I said to wait for someone to leave, but you could also be asking someone to utilize something mystically to even get someone to leave somewhere temporarily so that you can do whatever it is secretive that you're trying to do. But it worked a couple of times. So when I said it's something like that worked a couple of times. Something like that worked a couple of times. Something that you did with the King of Cups. Something that you did with Aquarian, but it's on them. Something that you did with Aquarian, but it's on the Aquarian. But it has something to do with someone going somewhere temporarily mystical. It's someone going somewhere temporarily coming back, and that happening back to back. Something's working mystically. That's why the magician is here. That happening back to back all the time. Something that you're doing, or that you ask King of Cups energy, some type of invocation or something about something mystical but they didn't know they were mystical. So you didn't know King of Cups energy was mystical. Did someone not know you're mystical? But it has something to do with going. It has something to do with a specific need that you have with it has something to do with a specific need that you have with someone's computer, somebody's or something that you have that you need for yourself, and you just know that someone has access to that, whatever it is that you need, or some type of financial situation, some type of refund. But I also get rent, so some type of refund, but I also get rent. It has something to do with rent money. That's why it's accounts and things and pins and things of that nature. Also, it has something to do with rent or accessing somebody where they keep their money. It has to do with like it has something to do with rent money, but Aquarian's account. It has something to do with rent money, and it has something to do with the Aquarian Energies account and accessing the Aquarian Energies account. This could be a bank setting, or like a tax preparer's office, or whoever's office, somebody's, whatever the setting is. But it has something to do their money. It has something to do with the Aquarian's money, King of Cups money. But they have the access. The King of Cups has the access to the Aquarian Energies file and their money, their accounts. Because I was getting earlier, they're like an assistant or a helper to the Aquarian. Aquarian sent them. But they're doing something, they're adding in an extra step. They're adding in an extra step they're not supposed to do. It's not, pretty much sounds like the reading that I did, what month was that? I don't remember, February? January, one of those months there, about accessing and somebody doing an extra step they're not supposed to do, etc., with somebody's accounts and getting refunds. It can have something to do with rent money and things of that nature that the Aquarian energy has, but keeps for Sag. So the Aquarian energy keeps some type of money for Sag in an account that they have, and that could be hence the reason for hooking up the King of Cups. That could be the money you're trying to get. It has something to do some portion of the money that they make, some portion of the money that the Aquarian energy makes. They give it to the Sag, or vice versa, or the Sag gives them a portion of rent. The Sag gives the Aquarian a portion of rent money. But want that to stop. So when I said that you may want something like that to be at a halt for some reason, but hence the reason for having access. Oh, I understand what's happening here. I understand. This is interesting. This is complaining about students' things. That's the I feel like the that literally could be something that you need in terms of student aid, like your own personal student aid, or you're trying to make up things. I mean, you literally could have those issues, or something going on with accessing like a student aid, student aid check early and tax refund early. You just need, or you're trying to pretend like you need help with those things, and that could be why you're asking it. But you may just want to, that could just be a cover up for what you really need from them, whatever it is. That could just be a cover up for what you really need from them. And that could be I'll give you a perfect example. This is like This is like, what's another, literally that could be happening, or it could be made up scenario. It could also be a made up scenario where you're having conversations with the Aquarian energy. Can you help me? I give you student file or like student aid, or can you help me access, because you're aware of some type of governmental connection they have, they don't have, whatever it is, or they're just well versed in accessing some type of money, whatever it is. But that could be literally, that could be what you're doing. But I also get this idea of you doing that, or creating scenarios, creating scenarios based on those ideas just to access money, creating scenarios based on those ideas just to access some type of money. But it has something to do with the Aquarian energy that Sag gave. It has something to do with the Aquarian energy's money that Sag gave, or something to do with a portion of the Aquarian energy's money. But something is really tied, or interconnected about that money to your student aid and your refunds and things of that nature. But why do they get? So when I said that, why does the Aquarian energy get that money? Why do they get something? Why do they get some type of access to something that I don't, or that I don't understand how to access? You may not understand. That's why the moon card is here in the instincts. And so what's happening is that trying to get really comfortable with someone so they could get something back that doesn't belong to them. You're trying to get something back from someone that you're saying it does not belong to them, or it's something that belongs to you. I keep in that a Sag gave them something interesting there, but it's coming along with making up scenarios to access some type of account that they do have your money in, or someone's money in, whatever it is. But you're trying to make up the scenario, and it's working, it's not working. Or you may be realizing if it works or doesn't work. One scenario is if it's not working, you're trying to do that manually. You're trying to get somebody to do something mystically to get someone to leave somewhere temporarily so that you can move money, so you can access the computer, so that you can move money. So you can move money back into your account, back into somebody's account. You have to you may need to transfer the King of Cups energy account for safeguarding. So you may need to transfer it to King of Cups energy account for safeguarding. For whatever reason there. I don't know. But I mean, eventually, I understand. This is a lot. It's really interesting. I understand why they're available. So I'm touching the King of Cups. They're available, but what's happening is this is crazy, man. There's a lot of information. Okay, so what you're trying to, Jesus Christ, it's a lot of information. Okay, so it's just a lot. I need to take my. That's why I'm talking really slowly, because I feel I need to take my serious time with this. Okay, so what you're doing. Oh my God, that's just so much. It's in terms of interpretation. So what's happening with that's why they were chosen. So the King of Cups energy, they're like good friends with the Aquarian, or they're just really comfortable with them. Don't mind money being moved. That's what I'm trying to say. They don't mind if money is being transferred in the King of Cups energy account. The Aquarian energy is not going to mind if it's in there temporarily, because that's what they're going to tell them. So that's what the King of Cups energy is going to tell the Aquarian. Is the Aquarian energy trying to tell that to this person? That could be what the Aquarian energy try to tell this person, or that's what you're using them for. So that's what you're using the King of Cups energy for. But they're going to tell the Aquarian energy, this is what they're gonna do. They're gonna rehearse this whole skit before they play it out on somebody. Okay, so the King of Cups, what they're gonna do is they're gonna tell the Aquarian energy, I moved some money that you had here in this whatever account situation is going on there. I moved that money into my account, but yeah, it's okay. So the Aquarian energy could be like, yeah, it's okay. I'm okay with you doing it. That's fine. But they don't know why it's happening. Like that could be something that they didn't even think about. That could be something the King of Cups energy, it's not even passing through their skull to even think about, to explain to the Aquarian energy into the reason why the money has to be moved. Something has to be moved, or somebody literally could be moving, whatever it is, or it's literally it's like funds that somebody's moving, but they don't know the King of Cups energy. The Aquarian energy, like they don't know you're behind the scenes into the reason why that money is being moved into the King of Cups energy account. Whatever it is, like a treasurer or a secretary of some kind. So it's giving me. I just got that something's going on with a treasurer or like a I was in faculty and things of that nature also, or that could be workplace, that could be whatever environment that a school, whatever environment that's happening in. You know what I mean? Something also could be going on with them with potentially getting thrown under the bus if they're caught on video. If they're caught on video, they could get thrown under the bus for doing something like that. It just depends on what's going on, but it's like the idea of it is because early on in the reading, the idea of it is because you're not supposed to do something. For some reason you're not supposed to have some type of access to something. So hooking up the Aquarian energy's friend, assistant, housemate, whatever to do something means that whatever need you have, it's protected or safeguarded. But at the same time, they need heavily explain. At the same time, King of Cups may need to heavily explain to Aquarian the reason into why they needed to do whatever it is that they did. Why they're in the room. Why they need key card. Why they need access. Why they need password. Why they need, what do you call it? Why they need PIN. Whatever it is that they need. But it's for you. It's for your help or you trying to help someone. It just depends on what's going on. Whatever. The accomplishment, here's your Taurus. Here's another Taurus element that's here as Hierophant energy in the accomplishment. I kind of also see Hierophant energy to be like Capricorn. It's for them. So it could be for Capricorn. It could be for another Taurus. It just depends on what's going on. Or this could be you. That could just be you there by yourself. You know, that could be you there fires. I meant to say by yourself, but I almost said fire. Something could be going on here with like fire, like somebody getting fired. That could be a situation. Or that could be something that's happening to an external Hierophant energy. You know, something could be happening like that with someone. Or you, I don't know, something's going on there. Like that could be why you need to. I don't know if that could be why you need to do something, or why they need something, or why you need to do something for them. If it's another Taurus or Capricorn, whatever Earth sign, or it's another Taurus element, female. It could be another female Taurus that is happening to, you know. Or the idea, the Two of Pentacles next to, if this is you, the idea of it, the Two of Pentacles next to the Hierophant, and this is you that's here in the accomplishment, don't want to get fired. You don't want to get fired. And somebody finds out your involvement with accessing something that you're not supposed to access, that something like that could they think so. The King of Cups energy thinks so, that something like that would potentially happen to you, or an external Earth sign energy that is an external Taurus female, or whatever Earth sign energy is a female external Taurus female there, Capricorn, I don't know, or Taurus external Taurus female. You know, because it has something to do with, as whatever it is, it has something to do with company funds. It also has something to do with accessing company funds. And someone may not give you that kind of favoritism in terms of accessing company funds. For whatever reason, some type of funds, some type of family, Aquarian has some type of family funds that an Aquarian energy has access to, but it's annoying me. So something about that may be annoying you, whatever. However you want to, got firing or leaving, and temporarily, and what in the mystical and the mysticism that keeps happening to the Aquarian, whatever. It's like somebody doesn't realize that something is mystical either. Or the King of Cups, orchestrating. The King of Cups energy is responsible for orchestrating something there also with mysticism and getting someone to leave temporarily. And the idea of it help other Earth sign. The idea of it is to help an external Earth sign, to help you help Earth sign, to help them. You know, to get something. You may feel bad for somebody, or somebody feels bad for you for no access. Somebody may feel bad for you because you don't have access. They don't have access to something, whatever it is. Some type of access to something, some type of money, whatever, some money, or just, so it could literally be, if it's not access, like, if it's not only access, it could literally be like I don't know if it's like a club scene or a party scene. It could be that kind of access. Some type of secret membership. That's why I kept getting this idea of elite and whatever. Somebody may have that kind of access there also. If it's not only accounts and money and student this, that, and the third that's happening, that it could be external Capricorn and Taurus, that something could be going on with their student loan checks and things of that nature also, or their accounts and whatever, or it's yours, or them just I get a party, them just accessing a party also, you accessing a party, a club, and secret access and certain people and favoritism and whatever it is, or family money, rent money. Rent money going to someone you don't like. Rent money going to someone you don't like. Whatever it is, somebody you don't like has a portion of some kind of rent money, some type of pay that you deem it to not be supposed to be having it for some reason. The Knight of Swords energy is there. So all that air sign element with the Aquarian underneath, and what do you call it? The Aquarian energy underneath, and here it also pretty much brings in that element. But they're gonna argue. So I'm looking at the two of these elements here. The Knight of Swords could be the Knight of Swords. Pretty much introduces the energy of a Libra, Gemini. That they're like somebody that's in their 20s, 30s. So Aquarian, Gemini, Libras, that they're like in their 20s, late 20s, early 30s, kind of energy. You're thinking that they're gonna end up arguing with a King of Cups energy as well, but dismantle. So them potentially arguing with King of Cups. You're thinking that one of them or them together. I mean, dismantling something pretty much means to just figure out a fault. Pretty much means to just figure out or fix a fault that occurred in an office setting. Fix some type of fault in an environment here, in a home environment, in a whatever environment, in a home environment, in an office, in a business deal environment, that somebody may end up arguing over a fault there that happened, but they're not supposed to be here. So I'm looking at the Knight of Swords. They're not supposed to be here. They're not supposed to be somewhere at a particular time. Somebody made us be popping up, thought that they were gone for a while. Somebody made us and may have just ended up popping up out of nowhere. You were thinking that they were going to be gone for a while. Whatever it is. Something could be mystical about that. I don't know. So you were thinking someone's going to be gone for a while, but they're not. Oh, I understand. I'm trying to understand this. It's, that's why I said getting caught in camera and whatever, camera or not camera. They could be caught like in the presence of each other. These two elements could end up in the presence of each other at the wrong time, and you're like, well, how did he or she, or but it could be a female, how did he or she end up back here so fast? He didn't finish what he was doing, and that could be how they're gonna fighting. They could end up fighting because of that. They can literally become the air sign element, could literally become, or the Aquarian, it could be Libra, Gemini, whatever. They can literally, and the same thing happens to them. So the same thing happens to Libras and Geminis with King of Cups secrecy that you asked them to do. But Aquarian hookup, they're like the Aquarian energies hookup of some kind, a hookup to do something, protect something, watch something, or that they're becoming yours also. They're becoming yours also. But the King of, I'm gonna say King. Yes, King of Swords, Aquarian. But I mean, the Knight of Swords energy in the spiritual self, it coming back angry. You're thinking that they're gonna come back in somewhere angry or with angst. Because a plan they're aware of. They're aware of a plan. And that could be what's aggravating them. Or something may be subtle of their behavior. Something may be just subtle about their behavior. The behavior is subtle. So they may not necessarily have an outburst what do you call it? They may not necessarily have an outburst, like an extreme one. It's subtle. It's something is subtle, or they're going to be really subtle with how they interact with you and how they interact with King of Cups. They're going to be really. I also was getting Sag and another Capricorn. It could also be Pisces. They're going to be really subtle with how they interact with you in these elements here. Or that's how they behave like that all the time. Whatever. But the idea of it, mysticism. The idea of it all has also to do with like mysticism that unaware of. That on mysticism they're unaware of. That could be aggravating, but don't know how to use. That could be aggravating them. They don't know how to use something mystically, whatever it is. But it has something to do planned. It has something to do with a plan that has to do with their. But I also get closet as a plan that has to do somebody's closet, or in the closet, however you want to, in the closet, the bi and sexuality and things of that nature, like in the closet, or literally like a closet or some type of closet like thing that they have. Something's interesting about that. Or somebody went into it. Something's really interesting there. The mentality has the Five of Cups energy here, okay, and the closet literally could. This is work. This is also workplace. Their cabinet. Somebody may have their own cabinet or drawer in the workplace with their name on it. So they could be coming back into the workplace and dumbfounded. They could be dumbfounded by something that they see, something that they're being told, or they're not going to be told something. You know, somebody may not have pushed back in a drawer properly. And in somebody's room, somebody's office, whatever it is. Somebody may not have closed the closet door. Somebody may not have closed some type of closet door properly either. King of Cups. Somebody that has happened. It could be happening to external Taurus, Capricorn, or you, with the air sign. Or King of Cups energy. Not going through somebody for information, going through somebody's things for information. Closet doors and drawers and in offices and computers and hacking and nonsense. Whatever it is. And money and refunds and whatever it is. The tactics. Mystical ones, not mystical ones. Someone not knowing how to use something mystically, it's frustrating them. It's frustrating air sign. Whatever it is. But the Five of Cups and the mentality with the Pisces and the intuition, let them go. You're thinking that someone's gonna let them go. Are you letting them go? But you asking them to do something precisely, but they slipping up potentially. They could be slipping up potentially. You know, with closet doors and key cards and accounts, but left something somewhere. So when I ran through all of that, they somebody that's leaving something somewhere, or they may have dropped something that somebody could have like a what do you call those things, like a utility, what do you call those things, like a utility belt, or like a whatever it is that the King of Cups energy is. Like they look a housemate. They're also like a housemate of some kind. Their housemate, they could be a custodian, whatever the setting is. They could be a custodian, they could be a housemate, they could be another office worker, they could be another business partner, that they're dropping something that they typically have on them, but that's all Aquarian knows. They're dropping something in somewhere that they typically have on them all the time. But that could be how the Aquarian energy is going to find out something. So someone may wear a ring, someone may wear a ring or bracelet on their hand all the time, and that may end up dropping in somebody's office, in somebody's room. You know, that may end up happening. Something like that. You know, something like that. Whatever it is. The Ace of Swords energy is in a changing position with ideas. This air sign element. Ideas about how to get their things. How to get air sign things. The same kind of access that the air sign element has, you want. Even how to get that. Using King of Cups energy to get that secrecy. Using King of Cups energy to get that kind of secrecy as well. How to access whatever it is. This could be a situation here where someone could have I'm getting this vision or this idea of two people in a room and writing down a password, but literally, I get favorite pen. Somebody leaving like their favorite pen sitting on top of the password that they wrote that they were supposed to keep on themselves. But it's the environment that it's happening in is not supposed to happen in. Somebody's office, somebody's room, somebody's house, somebody's whatever. But it's like writing a password down to keep, but leaving the password on the paper there. leaving like this is like walking into a room that you're not supposed to go into and using a pen to write down the password, like your own special pen. Somebody going back in their room in their office, this is not my pen. This is not my paper. I didn't write this here. How did this end up here? How does it end up here? And that could be Aquarian speculation, external Hierophant speculation. Their fault. King of Cups fault. It's their fault. Right when I touch them, it's their fault. Or yours. It's yours. Somebody's fault here. The Aquarian energy may have done that to someone before also with external Taurus and whatever, or Capricorn, whatever, or you. Somebody may have done that, but that's why it's happening to them. Somebody may have done that before to somebody when somebody wasn't around, and that could be why something's happening to them now. Whatever. Or you. Or King of Cups. You thinking the Queen of Cups energy is right here in your resolution with Queen of Cups. So that pretty much brings in the energy of Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio females. You have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio male. You have Pisces here, but they're in fault. So Queen of Cups energies, King of Cups energies, all the water sign energies, or whoever water sign energies are in fault. they're in fault here for something that they did. That's why the Wheel of Fortune, it could be them. That's why I said fire. It could be them that you're thinking that's going to get fired. But Aquarian favors. So the Aquarian energy favors Queen of Cups. They favor Pisces female, Cancer female, Scorpio female. They favor the water sign energy that's a female. You know, they maybe not that they used to like King of Cups, but they favor water sign female. Do you favor water sign female? You know, you may need help. You may need help from water sign female. If something fails with King of Cups, you may need Queen of Cups energy favor. You know, but the Aquarian energy favors them over King of Cups, or they favor one of those water sign females. And the water sign female may be the new person that you need to do something for you. That's why they're in the resolution going towards the Wheel of Fortune energy. You know, whatever it is, you may need their help with something for yourself, for external hierophant, for whatever it is. It's interesting, but I feel like a lot of this has to do with accessing accounts and key cards and favoritism and what do you call it, and trying not to get caught on cameras and surveillance cameras and going in somebody's room and buy tax paper, going in somebody's room for tax paper and student refunds and whatever it is that's happening. And faculty, this could be something, these kind of moves could be what's happening with faculty in a school environment. You know, office environment, workplace, and some type of workplace environment, home environment. Doing things mystically to get someone that may always be in their office. So you need something from inside their office, but someone may always sit at their desk all the time. So someone's trying to figure out a way to mystically get someone to not sit at their desk all the time, or just get somebody to diverge somebody's attention so they can get what they need from somebody's computer or something, whatever it is. All right, let's look for an outcome here, Taurus. Wow, interesting. The Ten of Wands energy is in the outcome, so I was picking up a lot of energy about Sag. Could also be whatever fire sign energy that's showing up there. But they don't know what's going on. So if it's a Sag may not know what's going on at all. They don't know what's happening with something that's going on here. Or they never really do. But that's what Aquarian said. That them not knowing that, or they never really do. That's what an Aquarian energy said. And it's like, that could also be wide respect. That could somebody may have said that about the fire sign. One of the fire sign energies, and that something about that may have upsetted you. It depends. Something about that may have upsetted you. Did the Queen of Cups energy say that about somebody, or you, or whoever? Somebody said that about somebody. You know, somebody never knows, or somebody is living in a world of oblivion and not understanding or seeing something. Whatever it is, somebody could have said that. And that could be why you're moving really interestingly with somebody's personal space, whatever it is, for something, information and access and computers and hacking and whatever it is, you know, or key cards and passwords and whatever, you know. Yeah, that's why the Ten of Wands. But they need to, I picked up this card, and they need to see, or they need to be aware. They need to see, they need to be aware if it's fire sign. Somebody needs to see and be aware of what something interesting that's going on. Who they give money to. Something interesting about what's going on with who they give money to. Aquarian energy, they give money, whatever air sign. Somebody they give money to. Someone's interested in what's going on with who they give money to, or they're doing the person that they're giving money to use it badly. The person they give money to, they use it badly, and that could be why you're hooking up King of Cups to go. You hooking up King of Cups energy to move money, but you're thinking that someone isn't. You're thinking Aquarian or whoever. You're thinking someone isn't going to realize that because of the kind of relationship. They're like, yeah, cool. I'm cool with that. The Aquarian talking to King of Cups. I'm okay with that. They don't know why it's happening though, and it could be to help fire. It could be give them back. It could be to help or give something back to fire sign, back to external Hierophant energy as well. Whatever it is. All right, Taurus. That's your reading. Let me know how it resonates. Be well. Take care. Bye.